Yo, what's going on? All right, we are live. I don't do this. I don't do that many lives, but we are live, baby. All right, so today I'm going to do some AI. I've been streaming a lot of AI on my YouTube channel. With some automations that's built for notaries, but I figure I'll build one live. I've been hoping for some feedback from some people to see the next automation I should build. I got some feedback as far as wanting like leads. I know that leads are important for all of us for any business, especially the notary business. Especially during these times, man. It's rough right now. Um, so we all need leads. But yeah, man. I'm just trying to see if I could build something today. So let me see if I can share my screen real quick. Give me 1 second. All right, let me share my screen. Boom. Hopefully you guys can see that. Hopefully it's not too small. All right. Let's see. So what I'm thinking that I should build an automation around leads, right? Um, I did speak briefly about building an automation for leads. I did a video on that, but what I would like to do is kind of expand on it a little bit more. So we got to start with Apollo, right? Apollo.io. It's a good source for you to start. They have a free account. Actually, if you want to use my link, let me just share that with you here. I am an affiliate of Apollo, and I'm a big advocate of their business model. And they combine several products that you would typically need to put together yourself, but they have a database of over 275 million contacts and 73 million companies. If you can see that right here on the screen. So they have a huge database um, of companies. So I think that is a good place to start. They even have built-in AI, but if you start with their free account, you're limited with that, right? So they give you about, let me see, if you pull up the free account, they give you about 620 export credits and 60 mobile credits. So that meaning that for the free account, you can get like 60 like cell phone accounts, and you can do 120 export, so 120 leads per month, right? I'm sorry, credits per year. So the monthly account that you can look up though is 10,000 per month. So you can email 10,000 per month. But if you need to like do any exports or put them anywhere, they'll limit you to 120. But this for the free account is actually pretty generous. So what they give for free. I'm on the basic plan, I believe. I was on the professional plan, but then I downgraded to the basic plan because I wasn't using all the features in the professional plan, especially now that I'm automating a lot of things. So I downgraded to the basic plan, which is $50 a month, but it's pretty awesome. So go ahead and check my guys out at Apollo.io. Use my link, apollo.thenotarycommission.com. You'll support your boy, and I'll appreciate that. All right. So let's continue. So I'm going to log into my account, and we got to get started. So the goal is I'm going to pull some leads. Do a search. I'm going to pull some leads. I'm going to export them. Then what we can do is we could put it into a Google sheet, and once it's in a Google sheet, we could then use our automation systems tool. So let me show you everything that I'm going to use today, and then we could kind of dive in, right? So I mentioned Apollo. The next I'm going to use is Make. Go to their website. Kind of look them a little bit. They're basically just an automation system that allows you to build workflows, allows you to tie in Apollo, Google Sheets, and hundreds of other software products together so that all of those systems can talk. So it's pretty powerful. If you ever heard of Zapier, it's similar to Zapier, but this is, to me, in my opinion, 10 times better than Zapier. Again, you can go here, you can start a free account. and they give you about 1,000 operations per month. But as you scale and as you grow, you're going to want to upgrade. I believe I'm on the core. I'm on the core. I believe. No, I'm sorry. I'm on the pro. I'm on the pro. I bumped mine up to about 40 operations per month. So no, sorry, yeah, I'm on the core, but I did about 40,000 operations per month because I'm doing a ton of automation between like all my different products that I have out. So it's actually pretty robust. So I encourage you to go check them out. And if you want to build automations yourself, I suggest starting with Make. It's pretty good. All right, so cool. The other system I'm going to use today is called Appify. Appify is a website scraper. So basically, what we're going to do is once we put the leads in the spreadsheet, we're going to scrape the websites, and then we're going to pull as much data from the website. So that way, when we build an email, we can make it customized, right? So if a title agency recently won an award, or they have certain accolades, we'll pull that information, and we can customize those emails. So that way, when we send our cold email, we'll get higher conversions for the people that opens that email. Okay, that's very important. All right, so I talked about the 3 tools. I mean, I also mentioned Google Sheets, and so I kind of self-explanatory with Google Sheets. I don't have to go into that, but let's go ahead and start with Apollo, right? So with Apollo, under the free account, you should be able to do everything I'm doing today. But what you need to do first is you need to just build your list, right? So let's go through with California, right? So let's start with the location first. I do national closings, but for you, you may be at a specific state. So let's imagine that we're in California. So we say California, US, right? So now it's pulling in, automatically it pulled every company that it had in California, and you got 7.5 million companies. So that's crazy, right? So next, what we're going to do is we want to look at the employee count. If you're going after title agencies, if you do anything, I believe if you do anything over like 100 employees, then you go look at national. You're looking at national title agencies. But I think a lot of the title agencies, I mean, every title agency needs our help as a notary, but I think that title agencies that are a little bit smaller in size, like medium-sized businesses, small and medium-sized title agencies, can use us because sometimes they're like a 3, 4 to 10 person team, and like on the Fridays when it gets really busy, they depend on notaries to help with closings. So I think that's a good space to start, and as you grow, you can scale and grow larger to the larger like national title agencies. So, and you can do this for title agencies. You can do it if you want to just market to real estate agents, or if you want to market to loan officers, you can do it there. But my experience, going direct to title agencies is the best way to go, because they have the relationships. They usually have the relationships with the notary directly. All right. Yeah. So let's go first. So I'm going to click the employee count. So I'm going to do between 20, let's even go lower, between 11 to 100 employees, right? So that's the demographic I'm looking for. Now let's go into job title. On the job title, let's say title officer, right? Definitely. TO, let's see, title agent, maybe. Do we have that there? Yep, title agent. What else? Chime in the chat if you have any ideas. Let's do escrow officer, right? Yep. Escrow assistant. So the other one. Let me see. Title agency, maybe. Title agent. I already did that. No, title agency is not. Oh, they do have it. All right. So let's see. Title agency. All right. What else? Title agent. Branch escrow manager. Okay. See, escrow manager. Escrow. Did escrow assistant already. Escrow. Let's see. Escrow closer. Settlement officer. It's a good one. Okay, awesome. I think this is a good baseline that covers probably 90% of the titles for the people that we want to work with. right? What's the next one? Email status is a good one. Okay, so email status, Apollo kind of lists and kind of have a score type system that predicts whether or not that person, that email is legit based on numerous factors and all the data that they do the research on. So let's go with verified. See what happens. It went from 1400 to 8. Okay, let's go likely to engage, and it's 14. All right. So out of all of these lists, according to Apollo, they believe that 14 out of the, what was it initially? I think it was 1400 people are likely to respond to the email. I think this is a good start. I mean, you could, if you want to go after more, you can kind of expand on it a little bit more, and then it will expand the list. But we'll just keep it to the 14. Okay. Well, what we'll do next is I'm going to export this list. Let's say all 14 people. Let's export the list. Let's export it. Export all emails. Export all emails. All right. So that should give us 14 people to work with. All right. So we'll download it. Let's open it and take a look at it. All right. So this is it right here. Right. So it has a name, first and last name, their title, company. Oh, we have some Remax here. That's fine. Company name, their email addresses, which is good. Their email status. Even put seniority here in the department. Their phone. They have their phone numbers, corporate phone number, and cool. All right. So that's a good list to work with. But let's see here. So now I want to open up Google Sheets. I'm going to open up Google Sheets. Make sure I'm in the right. Make sure I'm in the right account. I have two different Google accounts. Oops, I gotta do it in a different window. Give me 1 second. All right, so it's a Google. Cool. So I'm gonna open up the Google Sheet, and then I'm going to do this here. I never imported. Let's import. Import. Upload. Browse. Let's see. Where is it? Apollo contact. Let's say import data. Let's see. Boom. So it imported everything. Imported the 14 and imported the 14 contacts. And we're just going to name this. Let's name this Apollo. Title officers. Let's date it. So we have, what's today's date? June 06/06/24. Perfect. All right. So we have our list. The Google Sheets. I'm going to close this one. CSV file. Close this. And now we're in Make. Took us right here. So let's see. The first thing we need to do is we are going to set a trigger. So whenever you work with Make, you have to set a trigger. The trigger is usually what's going to activate this workflow in Make. So what we're going to do is we're just going to, I usually do it when a new row is added, but what I will say is, get a cell. Oh, let me see row. Let me see row. Add a row, clear a row, delete a row, update a row, search a row. It's not when a new row is added. I don't want to do that, but I want to just say let's search a row, right? The spreadsheet I want is, see Apollo. There it is, Apollo title officers. Sheet names, Apollo contact export, contains headers, yes. We don't need to filter anything, but what we're going to do is we'll say max. Return one number of row. Hit OK. And let's run this. Run this module only. See what happens. It should pull the sheet. And great. So look. So what it did, it pulled all the leads inside of the Google Sheet. And you can see it has all the headers here. So we can do a lot with this data now. So now, what we really need in the sheet is we need their website. So this is LinkedIn, and they have the websites here, which is great. So I didn't check that initially, but we should have checked that out first, right? So let's do this. So we have this. The next thing we need to do is what we want to do next is we want to scrape the website, right? So we go to Appify and let's log in. Appify is our web scraper. We log into Appify. And just to go over Appify real quick, Appify is free as well. You can just go to appify.com, set up an account. And once you do that, you'll have access to all of the different scrapers. So if you go to the store and you search for scrapers, so I did a video on scraping Twitter hashtags. You can look on YouTube and see that one. Did I do the video on that one? No, I didn't do any video on my other scrapers, but I do scrape like for Twitter. I do scrape. Yeah, I just mentioned it. Twitter hashtags. Let me see my other actors. Let's see. I use Twitter scraper. I'm also working on a YouTube scraper, an Instagram hashtag scraper. So there's a bunch of things I've been playing with. But today we are going to do a website content scraper. This one is actually pretty cool because it's actually made by Appify. Appify also allows for developers to come and make their own actors or versions of scrapers. But I like when Apollo makes it because it's made by the developer, so it's going to work really, really, really well. So we're going to use a website content scraper to pull information on the website. Okay, so let's do this. So let's go to. We don't need Apollo anymore, so I'll close this. Right, by Apollo. What we want to do here is we want to pull the URL. So what we need to do first is let's do this first. Let's go to Appify. And what I didn't mention here is whenever you add a module and you connect it to a specific software, you're gonna have to create a connection. So like for example, for this Google Sheet, I just connected my Google account. Next, we're gonna do Appify. For Appify, you have to go into settings, and then once you go into settings, once you create an account, you'll have access to this. You go into settings, and then you go to integrations, and then you'll have a personal API token, and you just copy that and paste it into Make. And then once you do that, once you paste it into Make, you will have access to Appify. Appify and Make will talk together. Okay, what we want to do is we want to run an actor. And actually, I'm not even going to do my best practices, man. Let's do this. Let's rename this. And let's call it grabs lead data. And let's just get an emoji. And let's see what we do. We're grabbing. So let's call it this. It's fine. Oops. Oh man. My bad, guys. Let's rename this. Perhaps. All right, we're gonna grab the lead data. Let's see. Guys, I'm sorry, I'm not even keeping you guys entertained. Let's do this. Not bad. I forgot to turn on the music. It was quiet in here. All right, turn that on real quick. We got the new data. Okay, boom. And it's Amplify. What we're going to do now is we are going to scrape leads website. All right, so we're going to scrape the leads website. All right. Sorry. Sorry. One of my clients asked me about a closing for tomorrow. Apologies. All right. Yes. So what we doing now? We're gonna scrape the website. All right. So the actor. Oh, you have to save it. So let's do that first. So let's go back to account and let's go to where were we? We were in actors and store. We want to go to website content, and what we want to do is we want to save this. Let's just do, yeah, I don't care, doesn't matter, because we have to change all of this anyway, right? And let's see, actually, shameless plug. Right. NotaryCommission.com, if you haven't been there, you need to go there. It's a free community for notaries. You can go there and join for free. I'm trying to build a community, a safe space for us to talk. And I'm doing a bunch of free training on there. Also have the AI course that I'm launching, or I've launched already. And yeah. And then I also sell a bunch of products, right? So I sell them some AI chatbot products. I'm also did, I don't know if you've seen it online, I launched a software product that converts your YouTube video. So I'm doing a bunch of things, man. I'm really, honestly, I'm really just using my talent by giving me, to do these things, because I've been in tech. Before I was in real estate, I was in tech for like 2 years. So something that I thought that was a chapter that was closed, but it's not. It's hardening, It's a gift that God's given me, and I can't bury your talents. God, what you do. So I'm just marrying the two worlds, notary world and my tech world, and I'm putting it all together. So this is a passion of mine. I hope that it adds value to you guys, where you can go in and implement a lot of these things for yourself, for your business, and grow and get better. And iron sharpens iron. So that's the whole purpose of me building a community and starting building all these products and stuff like that. So hopefully it's valued, adds value to you. But anyway, I digress. All right, so let's save this. URL. No problem. Let's save this. It's going to be the website content crawler, Amplify web content crawler. Boom. All right, so now we just go here and we're going to call it actor. But I'm going to show you something real quick. Let's just find the actor, refresh, and it should be what I call him? Right. The website content crawler. Website content crawler. this. Sometimes you have to save and go back in and refresh it. So let's see. Okay, which one is it? Come on. Come on. There it is. No. Oh, man. All right, so let's do this. We live, baby. Let's delete this module. Let's save. And let's add it again. Let me just, before I do that, let me just make sure it's saved. It should have saved. Let's see. Factors. Right here. And then let's save it. Store. Let me start. Gotta do it. All right, so scraping my site right now. That should do it, hopefully. So let me go back to Actors. This should do it. All right, that should do it. I'm just scraping one of my websites. I can run it once, so that way it saves. It forces it to save it. So what we did before, we started running Actor, and then we run an Actor. There you go. Come on, man. I'm trying to make me look bad. I'm live right now, baby. All right, so let's rename this. Okay, awesome. What we need to do here now is a little bit of coding. Not too bad. What we need to do is we need to get the JSON file. JSON is just some programming language where you can get right here. Hit the JSON, and then we can copy this. The reason I wanted to distinguish the email, because this is what we're going to need to change. Instead of my email being there, what we're going to need to put in here, we're going to need to put in the lead's company email address in there. So let's do this. Let's select all, let's copy it. Let's go back into make, hit this. It says input JSON. We paste that there, right? I know it looks weird, but it's not weird. It's just the way it's formatted, and it's a little daunting at times, but don't worry. So what I'm doing right now is I'm deleting. I've deleted my website, and what I want to do is I want to add the lead website here in between the quotations. So hopefully the screen is not too small. You can't see on that. Yeah. So let's go to the website. It says website Z, and loyaltyescrow.com. First one. You just plug it in. Boom. As far as memory, we believe all of this. We don't need to do anything specific here. We hit OK, and let's save and let's run it. So when we hit run, that was pretty quick. What we need to do, if we go back here and we go to run, we should see that it's running. All right. So make actually send the command over to Appify, and Appify is running the task right now. All right. So this takes usually a few seconds to run. It takes a few seconds to run. For like in my case, let's see. This one is. In my case, it still running. Mine is still running. Let's see. I can actually abort this one because we don't need it. I was just using that for example. Let me see what it pulled different sites. Check out these things. Did it start talking on my chatbot? I think it started talking on my chatbot. Oh, doesn't matter. All right, so let's go back here and let's go to runs, and this one should be running now. Oh, it ran already. Cool. It's running now. 6 pages on this website. So what I like to do is I like to have a timeout or a sleep function, because you notice that when we ran it took time to run. So what I like to do here is I put like a little sleeper. So if we go to tools and we go to sleep, or delay it. So what I want to do is I usually like to delay it for like 60 seconds. That's usually on average how long it should take. Although with my website, it didn't run a while. I think that's because I had some chat features in there. So maybe it started communicating with the chat. My bot's probably trying to talk to it. But we'll just leave that for now and kind of play it by ear. So name this. call it a nap. This nap time. Night, night. All right, cool. All right. So once this scrape, once this happens, once we run the actor, what we need to do next is we need to, um, sorry, I'm getting a bunch of stuff for tomorrow. Just give me 1 second. My message failed. I'll send it again. All right, cool. So what we need to do next is we need to call. Okay. So let's start it from scratch. So we built our leads in Google Sheets. Then what we did next is we are pulling just the website. All we really need is a website because we want to scrape the website. We're gonna pull the website, and we're gonna scrape the website through Appify. We're gonna do next. Once we run this, Appify is then running and scraping the website. That takes some time to complete. So we gotta pause this automation for 60 seconds, and then what we're gonna do next is we're going to let's get the data set. So the data set is what we just ran. So in order to get the data set, you should see default data set ID. So what it'll do is after Appify scrapes the data, it gives it a tag, gives it an ID. It's called a data set ID. What we need to do is we need to pull that ID and pull all that information into the make. Okay, cool. All right, so that's what we do right there. Now we do is just name this so that we can remember what we're doing. We're gonna call it I'm gonna say cool. So let's save this and let's run it again. All right, if you go back over to runs, you should see that it's running. Cool. Last time it took about a minute and 7 seconds. And if you look at what's costed, it costs 3 pennies to run the last automation. And if you look at my allowance that Appify gives you per month, it's like $5 a month. And I've been running a ton of automations, testing, and doing a bunch of things, and I haven't exceeded it. And on June 15th, within 9 days from today, I'm going to reset the $5 threshold. So I don't even think I need to pay for this. This for free. This is amazing, right? So sign up for free. You can scrape websites. You can scrape like Instagram. You can scrape YouTube. You can scrape. We're doing a website right now. Twitter. I'm playing with this thing a lot, and I'm trying to see as far as I can take it with data, because data's gold, data's king. Sorry, I'm getting stuff for tomorrow. Stocks in the morning. All right. Like I said, Fridays are always busy, so the phone is off the hook on Thursday. It's about different signings and getting a signing from Florida. I got one for South. I'm based in New Jersey. I got one for South Jersey. I got one for California. Notaries, if you want to become on my list, be sure to ping me or DM me for my contact information somewhere, and I'll add you to my preferred notary list. Especially if you went to LSS. I know you train pretty well, so I got you. All right, so let's go here and let's see what it found, right? So if you pull this up here, it pulls everything in bundles to different sites, right? So it pulled the main site. Let's see. Plus it pulled about. So we have this about section, which is good because it's about the company. What else? So let's What the mission is. Let's actually go on their site and see, like, compare what the scraper found in comparison to what um, is actually on the website. So yeah, I mean, they have how many pages? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pages, right? Let's see. Had their phone number and things like that. Let's see if it pulled anything here. Pulling phone numbers is the data. So a lot of times when you pull the data, you kind of have to massage it and see like what you can pull out of it. Um, in this case, you can pull as much as I would like to. I like some in certain cases it'll pull like like phone numbers, and it'll pull a lot of things here. So let's scrape this. Another thing that we can also do is we can actually download the entire site. We do that directly through. We can do that directly through Link. We have another module that you can do. So actually, let's just do that as well. So we scraped the website through Apify. It gave me okay data, not as much as I would have liked to. I would have liked it if they pulled like phone numbers, home contact, because like if you go on their site, you can see like they had a phone number on the bottom here, right? So they also had let's get home, go to home, tells us a little bit about them. And then we pulled like smaller title agencies, so the information is not jam-packed with information. But it would have been nice if the district pulled this information for us, like even their social media. Even their social media contacts would have been good too. So, I mean, as a partial, what we can also do is we can download the site. So, see if you can get the entire site. So let's get the file. Let's get the file. And the URL again. We collapse all of this. You can go to here, and we go to the website. So, I mean, we scrape the site, but then we can also download the site. Let's just do that as well. So we can get as much information as we can. Let's see, download. Okay. All right. So I'm just gonna run this. Right off. So that way we don't have to run the entire module again. So let's just do this. So I'm gonna run this module only. So back to the website. Just put it in here. Okay. So now it downloads the site. So this is their entire. It pulled the entire site down. So it pulled everything. The only thing, and that's good that we're comparing this. So like with Apify, it makes the data a little bit neater than it would than the actual. To download the entire site. When you download the entire site, what it's going to do is going to give you like all the raw data of the entire site. So like HTML coding and all that stuff is in here. But we can parse this data and then we can pull exactly what we need. Like say for example, we're getting everything from Apify. All right. So that's the heavy lifting. The next thing we have to do after this is let's start formulating our data a little bit. So a software that I'm going to use is called, I didn't mention this one. All right. So software I'm going to use two software. So the first one I'm going to use is called Perplexity. So Perplexity is, if you would imagine like OpenAI and Google had a baby, it'll be called Perplexity, right? So let's show you that. Perplexity AI. Open this up. We can clear chat completion. And once you go in here, we are going to tell it to do. I'm gonna say Um, let's see. I can actually pull one of my prompts to make it easier for me. Thinking about this before. Give me 1 second. Let's look for one of my prompts. Oh boy, let's see. One right here. Yes, sir. This is pretty cool. 1 second. Pulling up one of my prompts. Actually, this way. 1 second. I wasn't prepared for this. I'll be live. Give me a second. Let's pull up my prompts. All right, I can't find it. All right, let's go to come up with a fly. All right, so your act, let's see, as an email. Act as an email expert. Email expert. Act as an email expert. You will receive 2 transcripts. Let's see a transcript of data great from research from Shopify as well as a website. For you to do some additional research about the company so that I can use that data to formulate an email, formulate an email, and all right, so this is just off the fly. Usually what you can do is you can ask OpenAI to actually come up with a prompt for you, so that way it's optimized. I just wasn't prepared to quote today. I wasn't actually supposed to use complexity. I'm just thinking about this on the fly. So let's do this. So the prompt is transcript. Transcript is going to be what I didn't do, guys, is I didn't aggregate. So let me just add that here. So I'm going to add a module because, all right. So if you remember the data, if I go back a little bit, let's see. If we go back and we go to, oops. But we never actually ran it. So, but I don't know if you remember. Actually, I'm going to have to run it in order to do this. Let's just delete this and we'll just run it down. Let's just run it once. So that way we can go back and pull data. So I'm going to run it once so that way I can pull data. But what I want to do is combine everything that we found in Apify, make it into one text, so that way we can throw it to complexity, and complexity can analyze that text. Because right now, the format the format of the data set is different bundles. So they broke it up into different bundles. Like each page is broken up into a different bundle. But what I'm saying, what I would like to do is basically take the information from all the pages and make it one, combine it into one thing. And you can use that using a text aggregator. So a text aggregator will take all that information, load it into one cell, and that way you can then take that data and throw it into Perplexity AI. So again, Perplexity AI is basically just Google and ChatGPT together as one. ChatGPT is good, but it doesn't necessarily give you information that was created today. It'll give you information that was created, previously, but nothing that's a lot of times. So it has historical data, but Perplexity AI is a search engine, so we'll search the company and everything like that. So now I'll show you what I mean. So if you go to the data set here, you see with the collapse anything. For each page that it found, it created a different bundle. What I want to do is I want to take the text in all these bundles, so all these text, I want to combine it into one thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a module. We're going to call it tools. Tools. I want to do an aggregator. Yeah, so text aggregator. Right. So the source is going to be the data set, right? And the text that we need is, a little bit. Right? Okay. So now, once I go back into Perplexity, I should be able to. Oh man, I lost it. All right. I found something I can use in there. I found something to use. All right. This will be good enough. No voice memo. No voice memo. All right. So I found something I use. This is not ideal code, but it's on the fly here. So get this. So what we're going to do here is on the tools, we're going to go to the text. That's a transcript and the company website. Right? The company website is. You have to go back and collapse it all. Go back to the Google Sheet and let's put in the website. Okay. Let's see, what do I see here? Transcript. Okay, perfect. All right, so I found something that we can use. All right. I just said if I should read it to you guys, right? I forgot. I'm acting like you guys are not even here. So I said your job is to analyze the transcript and generate a prompt that will instruct Perplexity AI to search the web and gather the 5 most recent facts, insight, updates related to the main topic. I think that's a voice memo. I pulled this from my AI receptionist that I built. So if you want to know how to do that, I have a video on that on my on YouTube. We only want the news. You'll be provided with one or two key terms such as must, blah blah blah. If you want a copy of this, just shoot me a DM. I'll get it to you. Read the whole thing. Be lazy. All right. So Perplexity AI. We're gonna call this. We're gonna call this what? We're gonna call this prep. Right. Research. Cool. So let's go to. So I'm going to run this again. While I run this, let me check. I haven't checked the chat yet. So let's see. Comments. Let's see. Oh, I think that's on. Cool. That's the comment. All right. So while this is runs, if anybody have any questions, just post it. Let's people up on IG. Yes. All right. So it's running down. So right now, I'll pull the first lead from the Google Sheet. Then it's going to scrape that lead, scrape that website using Apify. Then it's going to take a 60-second map. Once that's done, it gives time for the Apify to run. It looks like it's already finished, but give it a 60-second timer. So once the 60-second timer is completed, then it's going to pull the data, which it did, combine the data. If you look here, combine it from all these bundles to one big bundle like we wanted. And then Perplexity AI, right? Perplexity AI, let's do what it came up with, right? So let's go to usage, choices, one message. Let's see what it came up with. Here's a prompt. Analyze data. Analyze this. Didn't do anything. Right, so it didn't do anything. Maybe my prompt is a little off, but let's tweak it a little bit then. So it runs better next time. All right. I'm going to try to copy paste something. Let's do it from scratch. All right, get a job. Let's go analyze. Transcript. Information. The website. Prep. Data. Prep. Prep and summarize with data so that you can use to compose a customized compose a customized email. You will also contains, sorry for the type. You also receive company's website. The website will use it. Use the data to help with your research. All right. So we'll save this for now, and then on the next run, we'll see how it performed. All right. So the next thing I want to do is I never did this on a live, and I actually just started playing with it. I usually use OpenAI, but today I'm going to do something different. I'm going to use something called Claude AI. I don't know if you ever heard of Claude. Claude is just a competitor to OpenAI, and I've been playing with Claude a lot. I've been liking the results that Claude produces. The tone is a little more softer, a little more human-like, in my opinion. With OpenAI is amazing too, especially with OpenAI 4.0. It's amazing what you can do as far as like images. And I think what I want to do is I want to play with like taking a snapshot of like a closing disclosure and to see like a default closing disclosure and see how OpenAI analyze those numbers, or we could even do something where like OpenAI can do a mock signing for us. Like we give it like a note in a me and see if you do a mock signing for us. I mean this whole thing is endless. I mean, what we can do, just have to use our imagination and we can put it together. All right, cool. So let's go back to here, and I'm going to use Claude. Anthropic Claude. Anthropic Claude. I'm going to use Claude. You make a message, and what I'm going to do is the model, which is focus. Yeah. So let's do something first. Let's come up with a subject line. Rows the user content. Text. The text is what I have. Sorry, I'm gonna pull up. The screen. All right, now let's do from scratch. Your role is to create catchy line. You're writing on behalf of a notary loan signing agent. Use the text below to compose your email. Keep it short and sweet. All right, text. Sorry, I'm just having fun. All right, so let's go to here. If we go back to complexity, we go to choices, message, content. Okay. So let's close this and let's name this. We're going to call this email subject. Right? And the reason I'm breaking it up because sometimes if you throw too much commands at OpenAI, you can get lost. And this is just a way for us to keep track of it as well, as by just separating everything. So if we go to email, let's go fire version. That'll be fire right here. Cool. So let's save and let's run it again. All right, how long have I been on this live already? Bag on, an hour already. So I didn't realize it's that long. So guys over at IG, this is gonna get cut off for you guys, but also live on if you want to continue watching, I'm live on Twitch, I'm live on Twitter, I'm live on Facebook, and I'm also live on YouTube. So right, I'm up there because I'm about to cut you guys off. But great to have you. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. I appreciate this. I do have an AI course if you guys want to check that out. I'm gonna my role is to do some type of automation in our space at least once a week. And the cool thing about this is that if I could save this and I can export it, and you'll get a copy of it, and I'll throw it up in the course as well. So just go to notarycommission.com and then select some of my courses, and then we'll see the courses I have. I have a few courses there as well, but from people I see on the live, you guys are already rock stars. You don't need my course, but reach out to me and I can help you do it. Right? So I'll see you guys soon. I'm going to continue with this, but IG's about to cut off. So, love, peace and love, baby. Here's the camera. Love. All right. Let me continue. All right. So let's see what the subject is. Subject: notary loan signing agent and ensuring smooth transactions for your clients. I don't like that subject line because it didn't do well. Let's just check out the research here. So choices, messages, content. Look at the summary. Loyal escrow aims to provide high quality services in a timely manner, ensuring smooth transactions for each client. The company offers a range of services, including residential, land, specializing in first refinancing. Well, it tells me what the name is: Sylvia P. Mora and the Tran, the founders, 25 years. Pay to they even got a testimonial there. Oh, you can go with a subject line about escrow services here. Well, your escrow team, I'm reaching out to so give us like a sample email because we knew that my goal was to create an email, which is actually pretty cool, right? Will I be able to pull that? I could probably parse it if I wanted to, but I didn't like how Anthropic composed the email. So let me see this. So I'm gonna try another thing. I'm gonna try to do it with ChatGPT. Come on, you disappointed me, Anthropic. Let's this. And let's add. So again, any modules you add on here, you have to make sure that you connect and have an account for Anthropic. You're gonna have to again sign up with Anthropic. API, I believe it is. Once you sign up, it's free. Then you have to add money. So you add like $10, and then it's pennies on a dollar for every time you run it. Same thing for complexity. Same thing for OpenAI. You start with $10, and then they take money as you use it. You basically pay for usage. And then if you do that, then you can set a replenishment amount. Usually I set $5. If I go below $5, bring it back up to 10. That's what I usually do. I see $5 coming out of my account every 3 weeks or something like that. It's like really cheap, to start using AI. Right. All right. So let's go back here. So completion. Great completion. All right. So let's talk about that here. You guys, we're gonna use. Right. So here we got a model. This is for that 4.0. And next tokens. Let's go 4,000. The message is the role is a user. The message we use the same message. The role is to create a catchy subject line. Create a catchy subject line. You're writing on behalf of a notary loan signing agent. Use the text below to compose your email. Maybe I think I'll keep it short. To compose your email subject line. So maybe I messed up on that. The email subject line. Make it personal to the company that's mentioned. Wow. The company that's mentioned while, yeah, that's good. Keep it personal to the company that's mentioned in the text. All right, so that should be better. So what I want to do next is, might be perfectly back in the mix, and I may have to do my multi instead. Let's name this the subject line, and let's bring Anthropic back in, and let's use it just to stay one time. Email body. Right. And this time we're gonna say your role is to create a catchy. Your role is to create and engage. You're writing on behalf of the loan signing agent. Use the text below to compose the email. And my prompt that I built is actually a little bit more detailed. It tells it like different models it should use, like hook this, that. I'm doing it live, so this is short live. Okay. Yeah. The role is to create an engaging email. You're writing on behalf of a notary loan signing agent. Use the text below to compose your email. Use the text and subject line below to compose your email. So the subject line. Because what I want to do is I want to pull the subject line that we just created with OpenAI in the text. So that way the subject line can kind of relate to what they're writing inside of the body of the email. All right. All right, so let's run this again. All right, so we're gonna run it, and this will give us our full email. So now, after you run this, we'll have an email, and we'll have the email, and we have the body. We already know the person's name, and we also know their email address, right? So what we can do next is what I should have done before this is I should have another module, that will like try to create something that's personal right, to that person that we're doing. But I'm not trying to make this stream like 4 hours long. We're already an hour in there. So if we go, we can probably go in and look at the specific person, and then we can find out something personal about them. We can create something personal and put it inside. Right? So once you're building out these workflows, you got to realize, oh, you can add and tweak certain things, so that way you can make it super personal. Yes, sir. Let's see. All right, so that's what I can hear. All right, so let's see the subject line that it created. Subject line: elevate your escrow experience without top-notch services at loyalty escrow. Well, why is it mentioned in there? So I made a mistake or something. So let's see. Writing on behalf of a non-signing agent. Let's see. Writing on behalf of my company. So 24/7 closer. Yep. Let's be specific. So that way it threw back in the subject line, it threw back elevate your escrow experience without top-notch services at loyalty escrow. It shouldn't say loyalty escrow, it should say the company name, right? It should use their company name in the subject line. So it's got to take a little bit more. So let's see in the body of the email, let's see what it came up with. All right. And it said the subject line. Okay. Dear Bradley Client, as a seasoned notary loan signing agent, I have had the pleasure of working with numerous escrow companies throughout my career. Today, I want to highlight one exceptional company that consistently delivers top-notch service with loyalty escrow. It's almost like it wrote a recommendation letter. It's saying about it. So I just have to be a little bit more specific in my prompt, so that way it doesn't have to write about the company. It's writing to the company. And it goes in to tell how great the company is. All right, your role is to create an engagement email. You're writing on behalf of, let's be specific, 24/7 closers. Let's be specific, 24/7 closers. 24/7 closers. Next time, 24/7 closers. On there. 24/7 closers. Guys. National. Serve. Real estate. Our guarantee. Story. In 5 minutes. Or serve. All right. So I just put a little bit about my company and my offer, and that's something that you should do as well. Put your offer, what makes you different from everyone else, especially as notaries. Every notary says, I can execute documents perfectly. I can do all of this, things. We talk about the stuff I can do, but you have to really think about what value you can bring to the title industry. For me, I usually can, if it's a out-of-state person, anywhere. If I'm finding a notary, I can usually book a notary for a title industry within 5 minutes for my systems. So that's my value. So a lot of times I'll get someone who calls last minute, notary, and I can help you with that. So that's something that you want to probably portray to in an email that you in a cold email. But at the same time, you want to make that email personal. So I'm going to continue to add to this where I want to add something personal, like make sure that the first paragraph in that email is something very personal to that person that I'm sending the email to. So we just building on this as we go, and we run outputs and we see what it produces, and then we tweak it. So that's really what it is, you know. All right, so that's good. So always play your role, what the company is, use the text that's line below to compose your email. Okay, okay. All right, let's hit save. Let's run this again. All right, let's run it again. And if you look, I mean, all these runs I'm doing by scraping the data, it's only costing pennies. So if you look at it, it costs 3 cents, 2 cents, 3 cents. So it's cheap to run it. Did that run? All right. My mom sent me a text. Man, for my mom to send out text messages, this is like amazing. Like, she is so anti-technology. I definitely didn't get my tech skills from my mom, because my mom is against technology in so many ways. Like, she literally had a flip phone until she couldn't use it anymore. Like, she had the flip phone and she refused to get rid of it. The prior was like, ma'am, you cannot take that flip phone anymore. You can't service the flip phone. So she ended up having to get an iPhone, and went from that a few years ago to texting. Is like very proud of. She was texting something. So shout out to you. Your mom is still with us. Give your mother a call, man. Love your mom, no matter what. You know, when you have one mom, and if I'm a mama's boy, yeah, I am. I'm a mama's boy, but I'm appreciating her every day as I get older. You know, because time is precious, and tomorrow's not guaranteed. So, you know. All right, so this thing ran. So let's see if we come up with better results. So let's look at the subject line again. Trust your next extra referrals. Yes, did I fix that? I did. What I did. All right, I gotta work on that. All right, so let's look at the text response, and let's see. Just another blah blah blah. Are you looking for a reliable escrow company to handle the next transaction? Yeah, I don't know why I'm the escrow company. So I gotta work on this, and maybe I'll do a part 2 live. What I'll do is, can you send me a DM? I'm gonna finish this, and then I'll share it with you. I'll send you an email with the actual blueprint, so you can do it in your business. But I'm gonna build on this a lot. What I'm gonna do is, after I get the email, the subject line down pat to how I like it, I'm gonna add something personal. So that way it'll OpenAI, they can say something specific to about the person that we are sending the email to. Also, if you noticed on the Google sheet, it had multiple. Well, I only pulled one. Sorry, only pulled one. But on the actual Google sheet, I believe we pulled 14 leads. So out of those 14 leads, we want to be able to send them all one by one. So what we're gonna have to do here is, just like we added a text aggregator, we're gonna add another tool that'll allow us to take each bundle and send one email to each bundle. So we kind of have to funnel it in. So I'll add that as well. All right, guys. And that's all for today. I'm gonna start doing some more lives. This is like my second live I haven't done in life. Usually I just record ahead of time, and so I'm an introvert, so I'm trying to push myself and put myself out the box. So hopefully find a little value here, and hopefully your journey for AI automation is starting. All right, guys. So until next time, off the bounce. Bye, guys. Out. sometimes evolve. High anything with a question more. Now I'm gonna just change this so it could be okay. Oh, baby, 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 and all the corrections. We have to tell Rapid. All right, I'm out of here, guys. So, yeah, 30 minutes.